Alrighty, it is Friday, but I have to go back to Thursday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I went back on at 4 p.m. I unloaded the phone, and then I finished pages 7 and 8 at 5:01. And then Monica wanted to watch a video, so I had to work while she was watching stuff. I resumed line reading pages 9 and 10, and we split up at 5:30. I edited a bit of audio. I ended up doing like 2 files, and then I line read until 6. I passed the page out to Monica at 6:22, and so I started the drafts for pages 11 and 12. And then I got off at like 7. I checked on Monica, and she was writing her story. I told her that I wanted to go out to get water from Albertson, so we ended up leaving sometime around like I guess it was 7:30. We got home at like 8:10. We ended up buying a little bit of food. We ended up making grandma's chicken at 8:30, and we just spent the night talking, and I went to bed at like 9:30. So I somehow managed to fall asleep. I woke up at like 4:30 a.m. and then I got out of bed at 5. I resumed editing audio, and I completed and scanned pages 11 and 12's drafts. Monica came to join me at 6:12. And I printed out pages 11 and 12 in blue. In the process, I ended up completely redoing the storyboard for page 11, so that way Dominique's shot had more impact. After that, we ate breakfast. I line arted while I was trying to complete the audio. I managed to finish the last audio file at 7:16, and then I went to go turn on the laptop, but I didn't get off until I was done watching the news channel that I usually watch at this time. So I set my video to compress at 7:55, and I updated my journal a bit, and then I went back to the living room briefly because I heard Monica get off, and by the time I came over, she was making mango strawberry yogurt blend. So I ended up putting away the bottles. We talked for a little bit, and then I went back and I started working on the storyboard for chapter 109. I stopped to eat brunch, and then we took a shower at 9. I got out at 9:50, and then I set my video to convert, but we were really tired, so we ended up going to sleep. I woke up like a half an hour later, and I set my video to compress, so I went back on at like 10:40, and I colored pages 9 and 10. My video finished at like 11 a.m., so I uploaded it. Monica made lunch while I was completing the artwork for page 10, and then we ate at like 12:30, and I got tired in the middle of page 9, so I got off at 1, and I tried to sleep, but I couldn't stop thinking about shit. I was too busy thinking about all the videos that we watched. So I got tired, and I decided to work on the storyboard. I finished it. I had like 2 pages and like 1 panel left over, so I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't end up needing to fit everything in. I'm just like so shocked by that. So yeah, I went back on at 3:20. I finished the artwork for page 9, and then I put text on the pages and uploaded them at 4:30. So I briefly stopped right now to record. So this is what I need to do. I need to print out the drafts for chapter 109. I'm not sure if I want to do that now, if I want to do it tomorrow. I figure since I'm still on, I have nothing else to do right now, I might as well just do it. The only other thing I need to do is finish the line art for pages 11 and 12. I didn't get very far in both of them, but I really, really, really want to get through the drafts for the 109 storyboard. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I think I won't be able to print out page 1 because it needs references. So I need to make a mental note of that. I might forget about that later. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Anything else of interest that happened today? No, it actually was a pretty slow day. I don't know if she's going to want to do anything tonight because we have a habit of going out like at the end of the day. I don't think we checked the mail today, so I need to remind her to go do that. Is there anything else? I just went through the day so quickly, and so I need to start working on the artwork for chapter 106, since we're almost done with chapter 105. And we get no breaks between 105 and 106, so I need to haul ass on that. I was hoping on doing it today, but I just wanted to get the 109 storyboard done. And then once I'm done with 109 and I'm on 106, I have to haul ass trying to figure out what the fuck to do with the summary from 110 and 111, because that's where I'm personally stuck, because I'm not really sure what the gaps in that need to be. So I'm most likely I'm going to be working on that today and tomorrow. So we'll see. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Saturday, but I have to go back to Friday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I went back on, I printed out the drafts for chapter 109. Then I got tired and got off at 5. I went back to Monica's phone and I tried to see if I had any remnants of that one audio file when I was trying to brainstorm chapter 110 the first time. I had like the first 8 minutes of it, but I didn't really answer all of my questions. There was one sentence that I missed, so I'm definitely going to go in and take that file off of her phone so I can hear that one sentence again. The sentence was in the middle of the file, and these cell phone recording programs don't allow you to actually search through the audio, so I can't just go back to it and see if I can like listen to it again. So yeah, after that, Monica got off and she went to go check the mail, and then I did a little bit more line arting for pages 11 and 12. She came back, there was no mail, so she made rice, and then we walked for the entire length of the rice cooking, and then we rested, we ate dinner at 7, and then we went to bed. So I don't remember how easy it was for me to fall asleep. All I know is that when I did fall asleep, I had a really weird dream. And then meanwhile, I woke up at like 4:30. I resumed line arting pages 11 and 12. I finished page 12 at 5:03, and then 11 at 5:40. And then I passed the pages off to Monica at 6. She got out of bed shortly after, and then I updated my journal, and then I did some brainstorming, but I had to stop to charge my phone because I was almost out of battery. So I crashed and I woke up at exactly 8. My phone was done charging, so I ended up trying to brainstorm through chapter 110 again. And then Monica got off of the computer and she tried to talk to me, so I had to like ask her to give me a little bit more time to finish brainstorming the chapter. So, we talked about going out today, so we agreed to finally go and check out Office Depot. So we left at like 8:50, successfully caught all the buses. And then when we got there, we looked around and they had a lot more than the last time we were there. But as far as the fashion supplies goes, this was their worst year. They had everything that they had in one corner, and it was everything I did find on, their website, but it wasn't exciting to see any of it. I mean, there's a few things that left me like, well, I would get this if it was on a book, but like the best stuff they had was the plastic folders, and that was it. I didn't really feel like I needed another plastic folder. I still have mine from last year, which is a better fashion print than this year. Since we found nothing of interest there, we did check out Smart and Final, but Monica ended up getting way too interested in going home. So we got home sometime around like 10:50. I went straight to work on the pages. I shaded up until like 12:20, and then we ate lunch, and then she split up to go talk to herself, and then I shaded up until like 1:30. So she's trying to make the fruit blend right now, and so I'm recording. This is what I need to do. I need to finish pages 11 and 12 later. All I have left to do with that is the backgrounds, and that's it. Other than that, I need to start drafting through chapter 106, which is the last chapter for Fouillard. So that's going to be great. Is there anything else of significance I need to bring up? Oh yeah, today is the anniversary of the Kyoto Animation fire. So I just found out that apparently all the donations that they got last year, just helped out for the moment, but it's not gonna help them out with, buying new computers and etc. They mostly just used it to deal with their issues at that time, but they had to do everything else out of pocket, and apparently they just barely started hiring again. So I guess that if they do continue animating, I'm thinking they're probably going to be participating in probably 20. I'm going to be generous and say 2020, 2023. I'm not going to expect anything out of them in 2021. I feel like too soon, but we don't really know. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Sunday, but I have to go back to Saturday really quick. So after I record audio, Monica made some fruit blend, and then I sketched through the drafts for chapter 106. I only got up to page 3, and then I got stuck just doing all the easy pictures from that point, so most of the chapter is not finished. So then afterward I crashed. I woke up at 4:30, and so I went back on. I resumed work on pages 11 and 12, and I completed the art for them at 5:50, and then I loaded them with text at 6:10. I got tired and I printed out pages 1 and 2 in blue, and then I got off at 6:15, and then Monica got off at 6:30. So we spent the evening talking. We ended up stopping sometime around 8 something, and I couldn't sleep, so I resumed work on pages 1 and 2. I finished line arting them. I scanned them at 10 and 10:20, and then I finished them. I assembled and passed them off to Monica at 10:42, and then I went straight back to bed. I had a lot of trouble sleeping, and last time I looked at the clock, it said it was 12:45, so I was fuck it, I need to try to sleep. So I managed to sleep. I had some really weird dreams. I woke up at 5:50. I got out of bed at 6:30. Monica was also awake, and I showed her some pictures on my phone, so I went online to go look for them on my Twitter. So I also went straight to working on the summaries for chapter 110 and 111. So I took all the audio off of both of our phones, and I had a little bit of trouble getting the audio off of her phone because I couldn't figure out how to get the stupid thing to just help me load it. And then she got out of bed at 6:40, and she went to go work on pages 1 and 2, and I completed the summaries for chapter 110 and 111 at 7:30. So I don't know when I'm gonna have time to work on these, because I also have to do this chapter because it's a heavily combat chapter, so I have to draw excessive poses of Dominique getting her ass kicked, and I just haven't been feeling like it. So yeah, once I was done with the summaries, I ended up designing an outfit for Flora. I don't know if I'm going to go through with it. I feel like I like it in theory, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go with it, because she's wearing a jumpsuit and she has a fur scarf, and it's cute, but I feel like something feels wrong about it. I need to give her a hat or something, because her design feels incomplete. So I'm gonna sit on that for a little bit. I might actually add something to her head, because I feel like she really needs something to her head. She just doesn't have anything on her head, and her hairstyle, it's just not finishing it for me. I made her green, yellow, and darn it, I forgot what the other color was. I think it's a dark, either a dark green or black, and I feel like she looks already too much like Pasha, so I feel like I need to choose a different color for her. I'm not really sure at this moment at what I want to do. I'm thinking about going with a really light color. Well, I'm going to try it out later in the meanwhile. So Monica passed the pages back to me at 8:42. She went back to bed, but I colored until 10. I completely finished the artwork for page 2, and then I tried to rest, but I was way too wide awake, so I ended up walking and drawing through to chapter 106 again. I got stuck on page 12. I just did the easy pictures. I still haven't done all the pictures of Dominique getting her ass kicked. I was just like way too tired. So like I crashed and I slept until like 12:31. And Monica got up and she made food. So I got up and I ended up loading Digimon. In this episode of Digimon, we met Joe, and he was a fucking disappointment. I feel like Gomamon was like the best thing about that chapter. We've always liked Gomamon, and like, oh, Joe sucks so much in this episode. I'm actually disappointed at just how much he sucked. But I kind of feel like I don't know how much he's true to his character. Cause like I'm just going off of how I remember the characters being when I was a kid, and like when I was watching the English version, and they're probably like severely different. I feel like the difference in just how Sora is being is very jarring to me. So yeah, apparently Matt's gonna team up with them in the next episode. Oh god, I hope they can do this without making it ship-tastic. That'd be nice. So yeah, I was hoping that we wouldn't see Matt. In the meanwhile, after that, we ended up watching Precure, this is a terribly sad episode. So basically, there's this one tree that people, they make vows that they'll be friends forever, and it's supposed to come true. And the tree got ruined during a storm, so the city was going to remove the tree. And the girls try to throw a party to celebrate the tree. And the bad guy ended up just like butting in on it, and he destroyed the tree further. But the spirit that was in the tree grew into another plant in the tree. So I felt really bad for the tree because the tree was going to get destroyed, but at the same time, they imply that the tree is still alive. And what upsets both me and Monica was that they didn't try to extract the leaf that was in the tree, the actual new plant. They didn't try to extract it, which I really feel like they should have, because like I feel like that the state that it's in, the city can just still destroy it. But like, I don't know, maybe they have a law that you can't get rid of a tree that I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is that the ending left us feeling very unsatisfied. We felt very, very worried for the tree as it's like trying to grow into a new tree. I don't know. All I know is that yeah, we just walked away from that upset. So yeah, we watched a bunch of YouTube. I finished the art for page 1. I got tired and I got off at 2:22. We walked around for 30 minutes, and then we stopped and rested at like 2:50, and then Monica decided to go and check the mail at 3:30, but there wasn't anything. So we just messed with our journals, and I spent some time gluing a bunch of old photos I had to my next journal. And I ended up going back on at like 4:10. I put the text on pages 1 and 2 and loaded them at 4:55. And then I got tired and I got off at 5:11. I did, however, print out page 3 in blue, but I was just way too tired to work on page 4. And then I remembered I haven't recorded yet, so this is where I am right now. Monica wants to go out and buy some food, so we're probably going to go out between 7 and 8. I'm not really sure when. I have to get to page 4. I just don't have it in me right now, but I have to let's like rest my head for a bit and try again, because I just felt so stressed out once I was done with it. So I don't know. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Anything else of significance? Nothing is coming to mind at the moment. I need to get some ink at some point. I don't know if I'm going to buy ink this month or next month. So if I do, I'm definitely going to go try to get it at Staples. Other than that, is there anything else that's on my mind? I don't know if there's anything else on Staples I might want to go back and get, because I didn't get everything that I saw last time we were there. But like at the same time, I didn't feel like I needed everything that I saw. So I was kind of torn about it, because like last time we were at Staples, we did get a few things though. But it just wasn't like everything that I saw. But at the same time, I just feel like, I don't know, because like everything that they had was a little, it was just a little pathetic? I don't know. This year the fashion products are just so like, they're so there's like very few of them that are like, wow, this is amazing. I feel like at most, out of everything that we got, like 2 or 3 things that we got are just like so fucking amazing, and like everything else is just like, okay, whatever. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Monday, but I have to go back to Sunday really quick. So I updated my journal a bit, and I rested until like 5:50. Monica got off at 6, so we talked about leaving to go to the plaza. Technically, it was earlier than we really should have gone, because like the sun still hadn't gone down. It wouldn't go down for another 2 hours, and we weren't out there for very long. We hit Target and we got food. We got home at like 7:10. We ended up making dinner, and then we ate at 7:30. Rested at 8. Couldn't sleep, went back on at 9, and then I went to work on pages 3 and 4. I printed out page 4 in blue at 9:08. Monica came to join me. I finished page 3's line art at 9:31, and then page 4's line art at 10:13. I scanned them and I got off. And then we ended up getting into an argument because she spent the entire time playing video games on Facebook, and I asked her why she didn't bother loading any of the photos that we took at the beginning of the month to relist all the books. And she told me that she had no intention of doing it. She was just placating me the whole time. So we had an enormous argument about that, and we ended up not like saying anything to each other for the rest of the night. It's not that I don't want to finish conversations with her, it's just that she mentally has no capacity to actually like engage in like meaningful arguments anymore. Like, we used to have these really constructive arguments back in the past when we were younger, but ever since she got full-blown schizophrenia, she hasn't been able to like engage in like deep discussion anymore. She has to literally stop and make like actually like take out a lot of time to form an opinion about something, and because she has to make so much effort to have an opinion, it's like there's just no point in trying to like have a discussion with her, a really deep discussion. So that conversation didn't go anywhere. We both didn't end up getting to sleep right away. Last time I checked the time, it was like 1:30, and she said the last time she checked the time, it was 3. So she got no sleep. I got like at least 4 to 5 hours worth of sleep. So I got out of bed at 6. I went on at 6:20, and I assembled pages 3 and 4. Monica came to join me at 6:43, and then I gave her the pages, and then I went to work on the chapter 110 script. I wrote up into the part where Pasha walks into the storage unit again and has a little monologue about how he feels about how everything, how he feels about now that everything's, passed. So I updated the budget, and then Monica passed me back the pages at 7:52. So she went back to sleep after breakfast because she still wanted to get some sleep. I shaded until 9:30, and then I got off. I had finished the artwork for page 3, and then I resumed work on the drafts for chapter 106. So I walked around, listened to music, and just drew through pages 5, 6, and 7. I did a bit of page 8, but not enough to actually complete it. I stopped at 10, and then I wrote Pasha's monologue going into the storage unit, and then I drew Marie's next outfit for the finale. I don't know, it looks so much like the outfit that she wore at the end of the first Live NPC. It was this one where she had a bun and she had like a lab mint green outfit. I have to go back and look at it because like it might be the same design, but it might be different. I have to check. I want to give her a different color. I'm thinking about making Flora green, but I literally have to play with the colors to decide first. Maybe I might focus on making Flora just yellow instead. I don't know, I have to figure it out. So yeah. I rested. Monica got up at 11:30 and she made lunch. And then we continued our discussion from last night because I forced her to. And the only thing I can really do is just show her my perspective, because she can't really solve any of my problems with her, because she can't, I don't want to say she can't control herself, but yeah, that's pretty much the sentiment, is that she feels that she has no like power to do anything, so that she doesn't do anything. And like, that's just where we are with our relationship. And I was just telling her that this relationship has become really one-sided, and like I'm kind of tired of not having an ally in her anymore. So yeah, so I went back on at 1. I finished page 4 at 2:07, and then she came and joined me, and then I loaded the completed pages at 2:30. I printed out pages 5, 6, and 7 in blue, and then I did a little bit of line arting. And then before I got off, I just got my eBay feed paid, because like I was trying to pay it like the moment I got at the beginning of the month, but no matter where I went, I couldn't figure out how to get it paid. Because like back in the past, I used to send it to my PayPal, and no matter where I went, I couldn't find a way to get it to send it to me. So I thought maybe they'll actually send it to my PayPal. I wasn't sure, and so now I just got a message from like eBay Collections, and I just paid it through that, and like it just left me feeling like, well, why couldn't you just give it to me in the first place? I mean, like they didn't make it a very easy thing to find. I mean, they changed eBay so much. It's so difficult than what it used to be. Oh my God. We have, I think, what was it? It was like 6, I'm gonna say like 12 to 13 days left of the month, I think. I'm not really sure. I think it's like it's a little bit under 2 weeks, basically. So this is what I need to do. I need to go back on at some point and finish pages 5 and 6. And then tomorrow, I'm going to try to see if I can finish the script for chapter 110. And what else is there? And I want to see if I can play around with Marie's scan a little bit. I didn't get a chance to work on it. So I'm doing the Hurricane Brigade's outfits very slowly. I'm a little worried, but I still have some time to like think about it. I'm going to have a weekend at the end of this week, so I probably get a little bit more time to play with it a bit more. I'm trying to do like one character a day, but like I need to think of a lot of different types of outfits. And like right now I have up until the end of the following day, because like after everything unwinds and the piece later shows up, I can justify them wearing the same clothes for a little while longer, until everything really calms down, and then they can get a chance to go home and change clothes. So I think Marie and Shasta are probably going to be the first two to have the opportunity to change clothes, whereas I think Flora and Simon are going to stay stuck in their clothing for a little bit longer. I'll know when I get to that point of the story. So, is there anything else that's on my mind? Tomorrow we pay the AT&T bill. I better have no trouble paying that, because like I had so much trouble with that last month. For some reason, it didn't acknowledge that any of the saved information I had for the AT&T website. So I had to get Monica to help me pay it. So annoying. I hope it'll just pay quickly. And then we're still waiting for the utility bill. Don't know when that's coming in. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, but I have to go back to Monday. So after I recorded audio, I worked on my next journal a bit, and then Monica got off at 4, so we agreed to hit the Dollar Tree on La Palma to go get some stuff. We left at 4:40. I didn't see when we arrived. We ended up getting like magnets and food. I got some huge ass pink magnets. They are so fucking huge. I don't need them this big, honestly. We have like so many magnets on the refrigerator now. But I just want a little bit more color on the refrigerator. and she got some magnet hooks so she can hang her gloves from the side of the refrigerator. So I ended up taking down the original hooks that I made for her gloves when we first got here. Afterward, we ended up hitting Stater Brothers, and we got a few of these small pies that we used to eat when we were little. We just got them for nostalgia purposes. And then we got home at like 6:20. I found a dime and 2 pennies and a bunch of bottles. After that, we ate dinner. I line arted until like 7:30, and then I took a break and slept until like 2. I got up to finish the line art for pages 5 and 6. I felt extremely groggy. I scanned page 5 at like 12:45 a.m. Monica came to join me at that point. And I scanned page 6 at 1, and then I stopped to pay the AT&T bill. I assembled pages 5 and 6, and Monica at the time was updating Facebook, so at my request she actually updated it with all the books that I told her to anyway. I'm glad she actually ended up doing it, but I'm also kind of like marveled that she actually ended up doing it because she gave me such shit about it yesterday. Oh god. So yeah, I ended up not giving her pages 5 and 6 at that point. I just felt like I'll give it to her tomorrow. So I went back to bed at like 1:30, and I spent the night like thinking a lot. But eventually I fell asleep. Last time I checked, it was like 2, 3 something. I can't remember. So yeah, I woke up at 6:30 right as Monica got out of bed, and we went to work on the pages and the script at the same time. So she was coloring pages 5 and 6, and I picked up with Pasha's monologue in his return to the storage unit. So we did briefly eat breakfast, and then she finished and passed me back pages 5 and 6 right as I was completing and printing out chapter 110. So she got off, but I set up the pages 5 and 6 to color. So I set up the backgrounds and the effects and everything, and for some reason I could not save page 6. I literally had to save it as a completely different file in one of the other PaintShop Pros, and that makes it a different version of PaintShop Pro. So I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know why I couldn't just save it as is. I personally don't think it had that much information on it. I even tried to compress a lot of the layers together so it would actually close. I even closed like everything that I had open, but it kept telling me that I didn't have enough information, so I had to save it as a completely different file. So after that, I rested until 10. We took a shower, and then when I got out, I did some light brainstorming, and then I went back on at like 11:03. I shaded the pages. I kicked Monica out of bed at 12 so we can have lunch. So I finished page 6 at 12, and then I stopped to eat lunch. Then I resumed work at 12:30. I shaded up until like 1:15. I took a break and we crashed, and I just woke up right now at like 3:37. So we ate a light snack. I'm recording. She went back on. This is what I need to do. I need to finish page 5. I need to put text on pages 5 and 6 and load them, and then I need to finish the draft for page 8. The one for page 7 is already done. I just need to finish page 8 and scan it. And that's pretty much all I need to do. So, this is the 5th recording. That means that tomorrow's the 6th recording. So I have to start planning for doing the audio. I think I'll be able to do the beginning of chapter 111. It really just depends. But I won't be able to do it on Thursday. But at the same time, I haven't had a chance to work on the storyboard for 110, and if it only it was done, I could work on the printing out the drafts for that tomorrow. And it's not ready. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I probably am just going to work on the designs, because like I have Flora and I have Marie, but I still have to do everybody else. And I can't even guarantee they're all going to go outside at some point, because most of the designs I've been doing, I've mostly just been thinking about outside clothing for them. I haven't been thinking about inside clothing at all. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Wednesday, but I have to go back to Tuesday. So, after I record audio, I went back on at 4. I completed page 5's art at 5:10, and then I loaded the pages with text at 5:20. I printed out page 8 at 5:40, and then I got off at 6. Monica got off at 6:15, and we rested until 7. We ate dinner, and then we tried to go to bed. I couldn't sleep at 9, so I ended up resuming work on the pages. I scanned page 7's line art at 10:12, and then I tried to do page 8, but I was just way too tired. Also, I started my period, so I decided to get off at 10:20, and then I spent the rest of the night having trouble falling asleep. I ended up waking up sometime around 1, and I should have got up, but I was still way too tired, so I went back to sleep. By the time I woke up again, it was 6. So I got up and I rushed to finish page 8's line art, and then Monica came to join me. She made chicken, and then I scanned page 8's line art at 6:40, and we ate breakfast, and then I passed out the completed pages to her at 7:01. So she suddenly got a call from this guy who was trying to contact her yesterday. He left her a message, and he just talked to her about some paperwork that she had to do for her medical stuff, and that was it. But it gave us a lot of clarity about what to expect from all that paperwork. So she's still in limbo, but we have less to worry about. It's just that because her paperwork went to a different place, it's going to take a little bit longer for it to process. She has a renewal this month, and I guess it's going to get pushed back a few weeks. I don't know. So yeah, I worked on the new character designs. I got a lot of sketches drawn out, but nothing is done. I don't know if I want to change Flora's design, because I don't like the current design that she has, but I don't know how to change it at the moment. So I'm just I don't really know what to do with it. So I got up at 8:38 as Monica passed me back the pages, and she got the official phone call appointment she was waiting for. So she spent an hour or half an hour, I don't know, talking to her care coordinator about things that happened this week. I was on the toilet because I was on my period, so I didn't get to hear everything she was saying, but her care coordinator suggested that she try to play some brain games in order to get good at using her mind again, because sometimes she's always behind me as far as what she needs to do in critical thinking. So yeah, afterward, Monica and I talked about possibly going to Daiso because it was a nice shady day, but she changed her mind and went back to sleep, so I had to disassemble my entire bag because I got all ready to go. So yeah, I went back on at 10. I shaded pages 7 and 8. I completed the art for page 8, and I stopped in the middle of page 7 so that we can eat lunch together. And then after lunch, I got off at 12:33 because I was just way too tired. So I think I'm still not done with page 7. So now that I'm awake again, it's 3. I need to finish it. I also need to work on pages 9 and 10, which is two collages, which shouldn't be that difficult, but I have to think of pictures. So that's a thing I need to do. Okay, so this is the 6th audio recording. So as soon as I'm done with this recording, I have to unload the phone, I have to edit the audio, I also have to proofread chapter 82 because it's going to go up tomorrow. What else do I need to do? I think that's virtually it. I'm mad I didn't get to work on the storyboard today. Tomorrow is the last day I could possibly work on the storyboard. I'm hoping I can plow through all the audio, but I don't know if I can, because I have a hard time doing the audio as soon as I set up to do it. I usually end up doing something else, playing videos for Monica instead, so that usually makes me fall behind. But at the same time, I still have work to do in the evening I could do alongside the audio. So yeah, so when I am compressing, if I'm not already doing the next 2 pages, if they're already done, then I should spend the compression time working on the storyboard. So at least that's the plan. I don't know though. I think I'm making good time. I really want to get through the next 10 chapters for the next arc of the story, but like I have to think about what's gonna happen, because like I have some inklings of what I want to have happen, but I still haven't like got them together yet, and I haven't had the time. The last 2 days that have gone by, I've been extremely sleepy, so that's been holding me back. So I'll try to work through that. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one.